What we do here is go back.
Hey guys, welcome back to our podcast, Talk It Up with Cindy and Jerry. Hope you guys are doing well.
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing out there?
Happy spring. So
That's right. Spring has just passed.
well, it's just starting.
Well, it just started, but the date.
The date. The weather's not cooperating.
No, it's not. No.
Like, actually, on my memory, like I think it was from last year and the year before, around this time, we were already wearing short sleeves during the day and going out to do
Last
things.
year?
Yeah.
Wow.
It came up on my memory. And the year before, because of a memory of us going on Long
So it's
Island.
still a little chilly for this. Well, it's definitely chilly. Yeah. I mean,
cold.
spring.
It could be finicky.
Yeah,
I
we're
know.
literally still in March.
But we're at the end of March.
Doesn't matter.
So, because, I mean, I remember, was it 16 years ago, a week from today was our daughter's Sweet 16.
That's right.
And the weather was gorgeous
No, it snowed.
the week before.
Yes.
But the day of her event, we were out in spaghetti, I had a spaghetti string top on my dress and stuff. So it was warm. I remember that.
Yeah, no, I definitely.
So,
but it snowed, though. It snowed the week before.
It did snow a week before. But I'm like dying I'm over the cold. I am so over the cold. I know it wasn't a rough winter.
No, it wasn't. People
But-
think it was rough, but they don't.
No.
They weren't here like
It
we
wasn't
have
a
been
rough winter. It was
since-
a windy.
Yeah, always windy.
Very windy
So
year.
the topic we're talking about is
Spring has
spring
sprung.
is sprung, getting the house ready.
Yes.
Which this is where when we do retire down that road, we're not going to miss this part.
No, I'm not gonna miss.
We're
this
not
part.
gonna miss.
My neighbor already actually got a start on me. He got a jump
Yeah,
on me.
he was with the.
He's been mulching.
If the weather's good, as you can see, I got my grilling and my hat griller. I'm ready to clean the grill and get it ready.
Okay, well, you can do that if you want next week.
Yeah, this coming weekend.
This weekend, 'cause the following weekend
if
we
it's
have a
good
baby
weather,
shower.
50s to 60s, I think
Yeah, I'm ready for the warm weather so I can be in the backyard
and
relaxing.
then do some fertilizer. So one of the things I would say about Cindy is you definitely get the yard ready.
I do.
She does. She will be out there for a good 2 weeks.
I'll be out there for 2 weeks every day.
Yeah, getting that yard
The
ready.
only part that's kind of bad is he comes home from work and dinner's not ready because I'm in the
No,
yard.
I'll order or we
He'll
go out.
order because he'll look at me and goes, "You look exhausted."
See, really, we noticed there's echoing. We're still trying to figure out. I almost feel like I hear the echoing right now.
You hear the echoing? I'm not echoing right now. I sound actually pretty good on my
Yeah.
on my
Okay,
headphones.
so I'm gonna bring the mic closer. So these are new, but we do notice that we sound
Every now
better.
and then,
But then there's
yeah,
an
echo.
echo, and now I'm trying to pay attention with these headsets.
Yeah, so
headset.
I am excited to get to work in the backyard.
No, she does.
There's a lot of work in the yard this
So
year.
if I come home, those 2 weeks, I'll order in. We'll definitely go out to eat.
Yeah, because
to show that appreciation.
I'll be too exhausted to cook or do any of that.
Yeah, no.
But this spring, I got my work cut out for me. There's a lot of work in the yard to do this year. Well, I'm working on the pool early this year. You guys know I talk about our pool. I gotta replace the liner or get it repaired. We have a
Did you
small
call
leak.
anybody yet?
Not yet.
Make
We're
the
just
call.
starting spring,
Make the call.
so we have a leak in our pool.
Make the call.
I have to get that fixed. What?
One thing we have done differently is the mulch.
So I used to go get it.
Yeah, she would. Yeah, she would go at least 2 trips
I would go.
and
Yeah.
fill her Kia a little
I
bit
don't
beyond
miss
the
that.
capacity.
I don't miss that.
Yeah, and I finally bit the bullet and said, "Hey."
He pays delivery now.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of bags.
And I didn't like it. One year the delivery was a flat 65 or 70,
yeah.
and then they raised it.
Yes.
It was like almost $1.25.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I
Well,
was
we
really
used to get
upset
our
about it.
mulch from another place, and they closed down.
Yeah.
They didn't close down. They went wholesale.
They went commercial.
Yeah,
They were
they went
both
commercial.
open to the public and not, and then they didn't.
Yeah. So now
But-
we have to get it from Lowe's or Home Depot, which they charge you for, and they charge you ridiculous for it.
A delivery.
Yeah. But I don't miss hauling it in my car
she
because
doesn't.
my car, one, it would smell like mulch for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I would have to vacuum my car because sometimes some of the bags are broken.
Yeah,
and
no. I know
I'm
you're
that
pulling in the
girl.
bag. Yeah.
Yeah. I would usually get 20 bags in the first run, and then I would have to go back and get 10 bags more. Unless he came with me and followed in his car, and then I would get it all done in one shot.
Right. Sometimes I would go with my car and then we load them up. But
But this is
I have for this, even if it's $100,
He
I'll have it
orders it now
delivered.
for me. Yeah. And he
Because
has to bring
it's
it in a
just, you know,
pallet.
it is a lot of work. I
Yeah.
mean, we've been here for 25 years doing this, or she's been doing it.
It's a lot of work. And I'm not just... It's a lot of mulch because we do the front yard and the backyard.
What we try to do is, if we're going to have anything delivered, just...
Included with that.
Right. And I think we do. We have some work that we got to do in our front gazebo area.
No, we said we're not doing that this year.
We're not going to do this year?
You said you're going to pay someone to do it next year.
I did?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't remember, but I said it's a lot of work. Why don't we pay someone?
It is. Well,
So-
I haven't gone up there. We got to see how it looks. If it looks still the same and stable enough, then that's fine.
For this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not paying anybody this year.
No, I know. Next year. No. Next year.
You know, and one of the other things about spring is our youngest is older. But when he was younger, camp.
Oh,
Camp
I would have to
is
start
so
getting ready for camp
big
right now.
in the suburban areas because
They fill up fast.
they fill up fast.
Yeah.
They'll start sending you those emails and talking about it by February, beginning of March. And before you know it,
Yep.
everybody's talking. Where's your kid going? Where's your kid going?
Yeah.
Oh, my kid's going here. And then you're making the calls or email them, and they're full.
Thank goodness I don't.
And then
have
you
to
got to
do
wait
that.
for maybe we're gonna open a couple more seats open.
Yeah, and no more.
It was insane.
It's
You
been like
literally-
that for like I haven't done camp with Aiden
3 years.
3 years.
Easily.
I think once we
He's
started
15.
going to
Once he got to
Florida.
12. Once he started going to Florida. Yes.
Actually, the budget that we would spend on camp went on Florida.
Yeah.
Because you don't do that budget thing at work anymore. They
No,
used to
no, I
take it
don't.
out.
No.
Yeah. What we used to spend on camp, it gets spent on Florida now.
Yeah, it does.
So it's still spending it. He's just using it other ways.
I mean, he has a better time.
Yes.
You've got the lagoon over there. He's got his cousins down there.
Yep.
The weather is
Because
even better.
we didn't do camp all summer long. We only used to send them for like
2 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah. So
So he's down in Florida for like almost 3 weeks.
exactly, he's getting the same thing. You know,
And you're getting something out of it.
I'm getting something. Out of it.
Yeah,
I'm getting family time.
She's
I'm
getting
time.
family time. She's getting summertime. She's getting. When
Well, I mean, summertime I can do it here, but
you're getting Florida sun.
I'm getting Florida time. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's summertime. You know, we're lake members and things like that.
But
But
that
being
is-
over there with
Yeah.
my nieces and with my friends that live in Florida,
Yeah.
you know, doing sporadic things and having fun. It's kind of like my summer vacation also.
It is for her. Yeah, she's down there for. And we talked about this before. You know, what do men do when their wives are away and stuff like that.
He gets a vacation from me.
I just make a lot of
That's all it
protein
is.
for me and my oldest son.
Yeah.
And just binge watch some TV and
Yeah,
win a
so
game.
I'm actually excited because spring is here. So that means I'm doing my spring countdown to Florida.
She is. She is.
But
And your niece is already like,
they've been calling. They're like,
got
we're so
stuff to
excited.
do.
We got
We
stuff
got-
to do. They got me ready. They always do that though. Whenever I go down, there's always
Yeah.
either a DIY project. Every time I go down, DIY project, or we're gonna go do this. So they already have plans for me every time I'm going down. Last year it was DIY projects in the house because they had kind of recently moved in.
right.
This year, it's running around to venues because they're getting married in 2 years.
That's right. Yeah.
So I'm that auntie that always goes and runs around with their nieces, and you know.
So and then for us, that's what it is. Once we get into that spring mode, it is
planning.
It's
a lot of
the
planning.
house got to get ready for spring and summer. And then where are we going? Usually it's Florida. Last year we did Florida and Puerto Rico. This year we're
this year's
doing
just Florida. Next year we're gonna do something else.
You know, I thought about maybe going somewhere else in August. We always talk about Hershey Park just because the water park. I don't know we'll do it, but and then even with the Florida planning, it's okay. What beach we're going to?
Yeah.
One of the places that we were going to before we just started going to last year got really hit.
Got
with
damaged during the storms.
Yeah, and they're not fully open yet.
No, I don't know if we're gonna go there. We'll probably go somewhere else until they get back to their normal.
Yeah, we have to find some other places. I have
Yep.
to do some digging.
So,
But I get excited because I know, the crates. I love the food down in the crates.
he loves going there
The
because he just
cigar
gets to try
lounge over
different
there
food.
is phenomenal down in Florida. It's open. It's outdoor.
I'm excited just to go to the lagoon.
I'm excited just to, catch up with a friend of mine and smoke a cigar.
Yeah, I know. Have you reached out to Jose?
Now that's another thing. You got to give them a heads up because they start planning stuff also.
I know.
So you got to give a heads up to Debbie.
I gotta reach
hey, I'm
to
going to be here in
Debbie.
April, and I'm going to be there in.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll reach out to her in about a week or
But
so.
it's amazing how you get into, when And
Soon
we
as
still
the cold's over.
No, not only that, but we still do stuff off the, like spontaneous.
Yes, we do.
But we do have to plan things out.
Oh, we do plan things out.
Yeah.
But
I don't think we planned it as much as back when we were younger.
When the kids were little. That's the difference. The kids are
now
older
we plan it. All right, we're flying this. Like, I paid extra. I messed up.
He didn't listen to me. I've been telling him for weeks.
from JFK. I would have left from work to JFK was $80.
And I kept telling him,
No,
book your
was it
ticket.
80 or
It was
59?
$85.
And when I finally booked, it was...
Well, he got the one-way ticket, $89.
Yes, because instead of flying Wednesday night, I'm flying out Tuesday night
coming a day sooner.
To catch that price.
But coming home, if he had listened to me, his ticket would have been $85.
Yeah.
Actually, it would have been 100 and something.
Now it was like 200.
Yeah, he wouldn't listen to me.
I messed up.
Next time you listen to me.
So right in April we got to book summer.
Yeah.
Which is in a week away.
Mhm. Yeah, we got to start booking that stuff, and book my car rental. I need my.
That's
car.
right. We got to do that today. Yeah.
Mhm. I need my car. I'm getting used to driving in Florida, people. I'm getting adjusted for when we move. I know it's not anytime soon, but I'm getting my Florida feet ready.
Yeah, but you've driven already.
I have driven over there,
and you've been in the car with me, and how everything works.
I'm all over the place already.
Like that.
I'm all over the place over there. I'm used to taking my niece's car, but he's getting me a car rental this year. I'm doing it on my own. I'm driving to their house this year. They usually pick me up at the airport.
So here's the question:
What?
When you're are we doing 3 weeks of rental? I don't know. That's a lot of money for rental.
In the summertime?
Yeah.
No. We don't have to do 3 weeks of rental. You could do 2 weeks of rental if it's a special deal.
We could look at Enterprise. They come and get you in the car. You don't have to go there.
I'm good with that.
Yeah,
I'm good with that. Let's see.
That's again, this is I'm not not every podcast topic is going to be exciting for everyone. It's again
no.
Yeah, this is not a pick on Jerry.
I do say I was talking about the podcast this week, and I was like, some of the episodes are pick on Jerry. Some of them are life stories.
Well, I mean, they're real. I mean, I think a lot of couples go through what we talk about.
But a lot of them end up
but you got to make it comical. You got to
pick on Jerry because he doesn't listen to his wife.
Yeah, I know. All right. No, but I'm saying you have to make it comical because then
it's boring.
Even
though life is not boring.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, life is. If you keep it serious, then the anger flows through it, and this is not to change the topic. So, in today's topic, there's nothing funny about it except for Again, there was a slight pick on Jerry because I messed up. I should have just bought my ticket because I knew I was going down there.
Yeah. Anything else you want to fess up on?
No, I don't want to fess up on anything. Still adjusting on the
I'm
still adjusting on the Tempur-Pedic bed. Still a slight adjustment, but I do like the speaker underneath it. That's pretty cool.
It does help with the sleeping.
Yeah,
the sounds.
It does help with the sleeping.
You did mess up yesterday though. I am gonna change it quick.
Go ahead.
So the other day he ordered all these Dockers and got them altered and everything, and I told him, I said, hey, because they put creases on it.
Yeah, who does that? Nobody wears creases.
So I looked at him and said, do you want me to fix the creases on for you? And he's like, no, I got this. You don't have to do everything for me. What happened yesterday?
So it was late at night. I like to prep my clothes. That's what I like to do, especially now with the new bedroom and how I got a little chest where I can lay out the clothes. And I was like, I got to. But
go ahead.
It was around 9ish, and I was like. She was like, I told you I would have done it. So I did. I said, hey, do you want to still do it? And not just one. Can you do it to all? And she was
I gave him the death stare.
Yeah,
I looked at him and was like, I offered this freely 2 days ago. He said, I know, I'm really sorry. I'm like, you got to stop doing this. I offer freely when I'm available. Now I was ready to go to bed. I gotta get out of my comfortable spot to come and do you a favor.
Sorry. That's the magic word. Sorry. But I did offer next week if you want, we go to the winery or we go to that restaurant in the Bronx. So
I'm good with the winery.
You good with the winery?
I'm good with the winery.
So so anyway, that is the topic for this week.
Spring has sprung and things are getting busy and
can't wait to start grilling.
Can't
wait to have some people over that we met on the cruise ship come over.
I know. I was hanging out with the girls this past week.
Yeah, do some serious barbecuing, grilling. Some smash burgers.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited for smash burgers.
Yeah.
Actually, let's not even talk about food right
Oh,
now.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah,
So, yes, I'm excited for spring. Excited to grow with our friends, and
excited to go to Florida. Say
I'm
it.
excited to go to Florida. No, actually, I'm excited that the house is completely renovated indoors.
That is
And
right.
I
Being
do
here
not
for
have to
25
do
years,
anything.
the bedroom was the last room that, again, 25 years, the bedroom set was 27 years. Now the whole house
It's done.
is done. All
There's just like little minor things.
I
but
mean, there's
as
always
for,
little
like,
things. I mean,
minor.
you know,
No, I mean,
switching
like,
out some doors.
I'm
maybe.
over the.
But as
the-
far as an actual room,
Yeah,
new
I'm
furniture,
over sheetrock, dust. I'm over
never say
breaking
that.
walls.
I mean, you never know. I mean, we gotta have some
Oh
work done over
gosh,
there.
I hate sheetrock dust, people.
Yeah.
It gets in the vents.
But-
it gets everywhere.
But overall, every room has been updated finally in the last
Yes.
4 to 5 years.
Yes, we just have to switch doors now. Which
Yeah,
is,
some of the doors.
it's not that
some of the
dusty.
doors and some what do you call this? Molding, crown molding,
trim.
trim. Sorry,
It's called trim.
trim.
And
See, I don't know
baseboard.
anything.
Trim and baseboard.
That's
all we
that's
got
the
left.
other part she's excited to do. Should we go into Lowe's, Home Depot?
Oh, for Florida?
No, well, yeah, probably for Florida, but here people started looking at her. Hey, Cindy, you got your summer projects? She's like, "Yep." You know what I'm saying? That's my wife. She's walking down there. She's giving the
There's
heads
a couple
up,
people
high
that know who I
five.
am when I
Yeah.
They know.
How's Jeremy? And she's like this. He's good. I got his wallet.
She's so wrong. He's exaggerating.
You know, they're like, all right,
It's not that bad.
let's go. You got
It's
like
not-
a whole,
It is not that
you
bad.
got a whole team with you and stuff.
You're exaggerating.
And they got
I'm
carts,
not that
the
bad. But I
big
do have to
flatbed.
order that door.
You see? Well, have it shipped with the mulch.
Oh, I could? That's
Yeah.
going to cost
That-
you that door.
See how? See, she's gonna be like this. I'm here to get mulch. All right. I'm here to get a door. All right.
No, I got to
I'm
order
here
the
to.
door.
You're gonna order
No,
it.
I got to
They're
order
gonna-
it
but they-
online. And they got
They'll order it online for you.
No. When I order... So he thinks I got to go to the store to do all my ordering. I go on the computer to Lowe's and just order all my stuff. And then I go to the store and I walk around while they prep all my stuff.
You see?
So, I am excited for the spring because I do get to go to
You
Lowe's.
actually
and-
had one. I think it was last year. You said a young kid was like,
Oh, no, that was this year when I went to replace the area rug for our bedroom. That he was asking, kind of made a pass at me as a kid. He was kind of young.
you were like, hey, I got a daughter on your age.
Yeah, I did tell him. I
He
said, I
was
have a
like,
daughter
"Wow,
your
really?"
age. He was like, what? I was like, I have a daughter your age, dude.
So, all right, this is it. This is a quick one. This is, well, it went 17 minutes.
17 minutes, but
yeah, so
I'm
for
excited.
us,
Spring is here.
she's excited.
You guys know I don't like the cold.
Projects are happening.
What?
Are we ever going to do the project on the wall that we've probably talked about?
Oh my God, I totally forgot we bought
That-
that thing.
that
it's been
is,
sitting there
like,
a whole
we-
year. It's sat there a whole year.
More than a year, babe.
No,
we
we bought
were
it last
talking
year.
about it into the podcast, and we never did it.
We actually bought it when we bought this stuff to do it. So it hasn't been a year.
No, we bought it before this.
Did we?
Yes.
All right, I will get to it. You know what the problem is right now? Half of our old furniture is sitting in the garage
Yeah.
that has to go out with the garbage.
So, all right, take us out of here. Let's go.
Okay, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, share, talk about our podcast, and
Get ready for spring.
get ready for spring, and be safe out there, people.
All right, take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Take care.